7 effective financial anxiety strategies that will 100% change your life. Your stomach is in knots, your hands are sweating, and you haven't been able to get a good night's sleep in a week. You may be experiencing a little condition called financial stress. You aren't alone, so don't worry. 78% of Americans make less than $1,000 monthly, living paycheck to paycheck. That indicates that their money is spent in the same month that it's earned. It's like doing a risky, tense balancing act, constantly worrying about falling. And what follows? Financial stress. Hello, 101 community. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be talking about financial stress. But before we begin, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to never miss any updates. What is financial stress? Financial stress is anxiety, fear, and worry related to money. It can occasionally even result in bodily symptoms, including restless sleep, headaches, exhaustion, and more. And if you've ever had any financial hardship, you undoubtedly understand exactly how it feels. Stress related to money might appear out of nowhere. How can you reduce the effects of financial stress in your life? Here are 7 suggestions that could give you a sense of financial control. Number 1. Determine the precise cause of your financial anxiety. It's crucial first to recognize the financial activities that make you anxious. Is it the stress of managing your money daily, like checking your bank account balance before going out to lunch with friends? Or are you afraid of the big picture retirement and investment stuff? Name it to tame it is a frequent treatment axiom. The first step in controlling anxiety is frequently determining what makes us anxious. And studies have shown that recognizing our feelings can lessen their intensity. According to the idea underlying this strategy, you can calm down your amygdala by activating your prefrontal cortex, which is frequently in charge of higher-level cognitive activities like planning and focusing. That reptilian part of our brain responsible for fight or flight. Here's a completely unrelated illustration. You would reassure a youngster whose amygdala had been activated by a loud booming noise in the sky by saying something like, "It's okay, the loud noise you hear is only thunder." In times of extreme financial stress or worry, the same principles can be applied. Your brain may be able to comprehend you're not in immediate danger if you can explain to it that your frantic emotion, for example, is caused by opening your monthly credit card bill. Number 2, examine your financial and mental narrative. You can manage your financial concern by questioning your agitated thoughts, which tend to go out of hand. For example, you might believe you're too ashamed to ask for assistance with your employer's 401k plan. Then, instead of thinking, "I'm humiliated," you might think, "Why even ask?" Instead, challenge your thinking by pondering the question, "How beneficial is this though? How accurate is it?" Next, try using it to solve the original issue. That may be translated as, "Even if it makes me feel a little awkward to inquire about my retirement plan, I'm confident I'm not the only one with inquiries. I don't mind looking ridiculous for a moment to ensure everything is right." Another illustration of ideas that spiral out of control is the jump from having a low credit score to never being able to own a home. "My credit score got dinged by 20 points. That's more evidence that I'm no good with money. At this pace, I'll never be able to purchase a home." As an alternative, you may tell yourself, "Even if my credit score suffered a setback, I've learned that I can raise it over time. I'll take the necessary precautions to ensure that I pay my credit cards on time, and I have faith that I can improve my credit score over the course of the upcoming year so that I may apply for a mortgage and buy a home." Similar to identifying the cause of your anxiety, shifting your internal narrative from one focused on fear to one based on facts might assist your brain in exiting fight or flight mode. Number 3, try body-based relaxation methods. Again, financial anxiety generally manifests physically, so become aware of and attending your physical sensations can occasionally help you unwind. As I advise my customers, identify the bodily manifestations of your money concern, and then provide yourself with a remedy. Try the reverse by practicing long, steady breaths if, for example, while you're looking at your bank account, your breaths are short and shallow. Box breathing is a related method in which you inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 4 counts, then hold for another 4 counts. See how your body responds after a few rounds of practice. When a financial concern emerges physically, another strategy I occasionally suggest is to shake it off. You can try getting up and shaking your arms or legs if your heart is pounding, your stomach is in knots, or your breathing gets short when you consider, for example, enrolling in life insurance at work. For inspiration, I like to visualize my exuberant Portuguese water dog Birdie performing one of her full-body shakes. The method may seem a little unusual, but it's based on a form of therapy called somatic experience that was created by famous trauma psychotherapist Peter Levine, PhD. Somatic experiencing entails processing and releasing tension and stress by tuning into and occasionally moving your body. A period of brisk activity can help calm your nervous system momentarily, like other grounding methods for anxiety. Number 4, spend some time getting to know money. While it's true that financial knowledge can help reduce financial concerns, the conventional wisdom that you should learn as much as you can about money management is frequently naive. You can feel overwhelmed if you attempt to learn everything there is to know about personal finance at once. And that, my friend, can result in financial worry. For instance, a person might become very interested in zero-based budgeting, a technique that accounts for every dollar every month. So they invest a lot of time in learning about it and making the ideal color-coded spreadsheet. Still, when they overspend in one area, they feel inadequate and give up, concluding that managing their finances isn't for them. Instead, I advise breaking up your education into manageable parts. Learn a little about budgeting one month, for instance, and the following month try reading a book about investing or listening to a podcast about emergency reserves. I also believe in putting aside time regularly to connect with money. When I initially started, it was 30 minutes per week, but now I schedule 45 minutes each month to devote to whatever financial tasks are on my list. I can feel less anxious about a certain financial duty in this approach since I know I'll have time set aside to work on it. If you liked the video so far, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to develop yourself financially and want to take your future into your own hands, check the links in the video description. You can also support the channel by visiting our merch shop and buy one of our products. The link is also in the description. Let's continue with the video. Number 5, create your own unique money language. When it comes to money management, jargon like annuity, diversification, balance sheet, and time horizon can be off-putting, especially if you're feeling anxious about your finances. Many of the clients I work with claim that they believe personal finance is not for them because the plethora of perplexing jargon intimidates them. Try renaming terms instead, with words that reduce your anxiety. I prefer to refer to a spending plan instead of a budget because the latter connotes restriction and punishment. The result is the same, but when I use a term I'm more at ease with, I'm less likely to experience anxiety. Other instances include referring to a retirement account as a financial independence account or an emergency fund as a life occurs fund. Although it may seem insignificant, I've found that doing this may make dealing with money much more comfortable, both for myself and for my clients. Number 6, recognize that it's acceptable if you require expert assistance. While the aforementioned advice can undoubtedly reduce financial concern in some situations, it's vital to remember that it's possible that it won't work for you. If that's the case, it's not your fault. A healthcare provider can help you assess the intensity of your financial anxiety and provide treatment choices to help you manage it. If it persists and frequently interferes with your capacity to look after yourself, complete your work, and interact with others. If you do, you can request an anxiety exam from your primary care physician and, if necessary, counseling. The Financial Therapy Association maintains a database of financial wellness-focused therapists, some of whom accept insurance and provide services on a sliding scale. You'll also require more assistance than the tips in this article if you're having trouble making ends meet, are stuck in a cycle of credit card debt, or are concerned about your capacity to pay for necessities. In those instances, you might see a specialist to determine how to increase your income and decrease your spending to meet your financial obligations. Number 7, set objectives. Planning can assist you in taking control of the situation moving forward, regardless of the cause of your financial stress. Additionally, it can assist you in setting spending priorities and juggling competent financial obligations. such as retirement savings and student loan repayment. Make a list of everything you want money to be able to do for you. Then make sure that each has a clear, measurable goal. For instance, by the end of this year, I would like to have $2,000 saved for next year's vacation. The majority of people experience times of financial stress. An expert financial counselor can be helpful in this situation. You can identify your financial strengths and weaknesses and create a strategy to help you feel more in control of your future finances. That's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon so you'll be notified of every update. Also, don't forget to check the links in the video description. And while you're here, I'm sure you want to continue on the path of financial education. Click to watch the video appearing on your screen right now. I'll see you there. Take care and stay tuned.